je me rappelle la quiétude de cet endroit, Ok. Ah.
I wonder why it is that you recall this place. You must be weak of heart. Each time I speak, it scares you so.
Pardon. Désolé.
Although the battle's at an end, do not feel too at ease. Well, anyhow, I am quite fascinated by this place. As far as I can tell, this is your first time here.
Pourtant, ce lieu m'est familier.
Here? I dare say it would be impossible to have forgotten such a place as this. I must admit I am unsure. Beyond the name and this strange feeling of familiarity, I can't seem to remember anything about this place. And yet, a great depth of emotions tied to that sense of familiarity. Like joy and sorrow, pain and love, and all things in between. If I was somehow here before, I wonder what took place.
Teach, what are you doing here? We should get back.
Oui, oui.
It is time to depart. But know that time reveals all things. One day I will remember that which I have lost. Oh, by the way, it seems you've earned my gratitude. The thieves who came here are no more.
Votre gratitude.
I am not sure myself, yet I am grateful all the same. In any case, you must become accustomed to my voice. If you fall down with shock each time I speak, that just won't do. Oh, you think you're standing strong? Of course you are. It was a jest.
Ah. Laissez-moi checker un truc. Tac. Ok, tout va bien. Hop. Voilà. Où est mon jeu? Oula! Où est ma Switch? Tac. Voilà.
Hey, Teach. On the way back, you seemed transfixed by the canyon. Did something happen there?
Est-ce que je lui dis... Ouais.
It seemed familiar to you? Huh. Can't say the same. Maybe it's a memory from when you were a child, or from a past life. Anyway, if you can't remember, I guess there isn't really much more to be said. Although, I'll admit, there is something about that canyon that has me captivated as well. How did Xanadu come to be called the Red Canyon? Nothing there was actually red.
Oh,
So you have safely disposed of those bandits. I pray. But why did they target the students to begin with? We must further investigate the true cause of all that took place. Until we know more, I ask that you support the students and relieve them of any unnecessary worry.
Bien entendu.
Good. I have high expectations for you. By the way, how was your time in Xanadu? Legend has it, in ancient times, a goddess alighted upon this world in that very canyon. For a goddess from the heavens, Xanadu could only have been a temporary haven.
Une déesse. Un havre de paix. Attendez.
Long ago, the divine Saros received a revelation from the goddess, a gift to help guide the lost.
Tiens, j'avais oublié ça. J'avais oublié qu'elle nous montrait... Waouh.
The goddess is always watching over Fodlan from her kingdom above. However, in ancient times, the goddess graced this world with her presence and offered salvation to the people here. She is the mother of all life, the arbiter of every soul.
Je l'ignorais.
I see. During your time here, I pray that you come to devote yourself to the teachings of Zeros.
Lady Rhea, I am sorry to interrupt. There is something I must ask about in regard to those bandits.
As you wish. We shall continue our discussion when next we meet.
A goddess? I have no memory of her. But then, I have no memory at all. Oh, how bothersome. It is as though I know, and yet I don't. Perhaps Xanadu was my home back when the goddess walked the land. If so, what does that make me now?
C'est probable.
Are you simple? That's impossible. I am most certainly alive. Of course, we also have the mystery of why I'm here with you. Is it somehow connected? Perhaps some past regret is stopping me from moving on, and now I'm forced to stay with you instead. No, that's not it. I can't believe in such a meaningless existence.
Non.
Part 1. White Clouds. Garland Moon. Mutiny in the Mist. When the warm winds blow from the sea to the south of Adrestia, residents of Fodlan know that the rainy season is upon them. Before the heavy rains take their toll, young women hurry to pick the last of the white roses. The ivory buds are woven into garlands and given as gifts to close friends or potential lovers.
Hop là.
Professor, I have a new mission for your students.
We have received reports that Lord Lonato has rallied troops against the Holy Church of Seros.
Lord Lonato is a minor lord of the kingdom. He's been showing hostility toward the church for some time now.
A vanguard unit from the Knights of Seros is already on Lord Lonato's
Even so,
war zone.
Excuse me.
Je connais déjà tout
You sent
ça.
for me, Lady Rhea?
Oh, Catherine. Hello.
this is Catherine. She will be leading the knights whom you will be accompanying.
Nice to meet you. We've heard a lot about you. If you need anything, just ask.
She is one of our bravest knights, and that is no small feat. Only an exceptional few have what it takes to join the Knights of Seros. This mission should prove useful in demonstrating to the students how foolish it would be to ever turn their blades on the church.
Lorenz, qu'est-ce qui lui arrive à
I
Lorenz?
understand that you were looking to speak with me. Perhaps you would like some insight on how to write your next lecture? While I do have a great many ideas, it would be inappropriate to... Oh, am I mistaken? If that's the case, then what can I do for you? The ladies have complained? To you? About me? Preposterous.
Ah oui.
There
Ah
must
oui,
be
c'est
some
vrai.
mistake. I am
Ça y
the
est, je m'en
heir of
souviens.
the noble house Gloucester. It is bred in me to treat all people with respect. Rest assured, you will not find anyone more upstanding than yours truly. Perhaps the issue is that the splendor of my noble presence is driving the ladies to distraction. If that is the crime, I do confess. I hope I've not troubled the ladies' hearts unduly.
Ce sont plutôt vos avances qui les perturbent.
Outrageous! That's absurd! Who would dare to allege such slander? Of all the... Well, I suppose I have offered several of them the honor of dining with me. It is impossible to tell if even the most well-bred young lady is a suitable companion for me, merely by the sight of her. So, in order for us to get to know each other properly, it is appropriate that we dine together. Thus far, they have all declined, oddly enough. For some reason, they seem to be exercising some form of restraint when speaking with me.
Peut-être qu'elles sont pas
I would never
intéressées.
insist, of course. But I will admit I have, on occasion, after a day's pause, issued repeat invitations in the fashion and style of a gentleman.
Mais non.
What? Ridiculous! Dinner invitations from me a problem? The very idea. I am a perfect gentleman, the son of a noble line. I've a wit like a rapier, and it takes but a glance to see that I'm gorgeous. No, I cannot believe such a thing. Are you sure this isn't the result of some sort of scheme? It cannot be otherwise. Someone has clearly devised a conspiracy against me. Someone who envies my position, who seeks to soil my sterling reputation with foul rumors. Please, Professor, it is beneath you to fall victim to such petty and obscene tactics. I implore you to take greater care in the future. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a great deal of work to do. Farewell.
Je sens qu'il va pas atterrir. Il va pas arrêter. Hein. Il va pas s'arrêter du tout. Oh, c'est l'anniversaire de qui là-bas? Claude. Hello, Claude.
Hey, Teach. I see you're a stony-faced. I can't tell if you're feeling resigned or if you're just lost in thought. Or maybe... Oh, sorry. I really didn't mean to be rude. I just find you fascinating. Actually, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Can you spare some time?
Oui, oui.
That's just the sort of attitude I'd expect from a new teacher. Speaking of, before you came here, you were a mercenary, right? Always getting your hands dirty on the battlefield and whatnot? It's a bit unusual that you suddenly decided to become a teacher one day. In any case, I've been meaning to ask, did your father teach you how to fight?
Je pense que oui.
I figured. Your father used to lead the knights, didn't he? And I hear he was a legendary mercenary as well. It must have been hard on your mother when you followed in your father's footsteps and became a mercenary too.
Non. Je n'ai jamais connu ma
I
mère.
see. I suppose you grew up moving from battlefield to battlefield with your father then. You know, for someone who's right around the same age as me, you certainly have an unusual amount of composure. I guess it's only natural that you'd be different from young nobles who grew up in the lap of luxury. Well, even so, I am heir to House Regan, the leading family of the Alliance. But I didn't exactly grow up in luxury like most people of noble blood. Hey, maybe that's why you and I get along so well. Folks like us should stick together. As house leader, I'll do all I can to help you out. We can start by making time for more little chats like this.
Ok, cool. Sylvain fête son anniversaire.
Thank you
Oh.
so much.
Bon, on a plein de choses à faire. Ok. Tac. Je croise les doigts. Tac. Oh non. Mais non.
I'm not setting a very good example.
Bah oui. Shame. Shame on you. Shame on toi. Est-ce que Claude aussi? Ouais, Claude aussi. Ok. Bah écoute, je vais en donner un à tout le monde. 100%, let's go. Ensuite, on ira voir Raphaël.
did.
We did it. Trop chiant de l'avoir loupé. Hein. Ouais. Tac. Lui, on va le faire en mage. Ouais. Tac. Ensuite, Raphaël, combattant. C'est lui aussi. J'ai l'impression qu'on va avoir que des combattants. Non. Ah si. Ok. Ouf. Oh là là. J'ai cru que lui aussi allait louper. Ça aurait été bien dommage. Avec Ignat, on a plusieurs options. J'ai envie de le faire épéiste. Ouais. Let's go.
I can't believe I did it.
Voulez-vous passer... Ok, c'est good. Good. Il y aura juste moi qui a fail de façon nulle. Explorons un peu. J'ai combien de points? J'en ai 2. Hello Sotis.
Do you not know that we have not a moment left to waste?
Attends, je réponds quoi?
You must try harder from now on. You must try harder from now on.
Ok.
What? I desired fresh air. I have a favor to ask.
Ah.
Yep. What do you require?
Thank you.
J'ai rien fait. Bon,
At the
c'est pas grave.
battalion, we're allowed to hire those folks too. So naturally, you can replenish.
Je devrais peut-être en acheter
What do you require?
engagé. Pour toi. Tic. Ah dommage, le seul qui a le feu. Il faut avoir un dé. Let's go prendre. Let's go prendre celui-là.
Leave it all to...
Tac. Pour Raphaël. Un truc qui augmente l'attaque. Ah oui, il en a déjà un. Never mind. Ouh, celui-là a l'air super. 30 moins 1 de résistance. C'est pas ouf. Tac. Celui-là m'a l'air bien. Ouais. Pardon.
Do you want to hire this?
We've got you.
Nice. Et c'est tout. Régénérer. Tac.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Professor, I'd have expected you to... I hate when my clothes get dirty.
Oh. J'ai trop envie de jouer Hilda maintenant. Tiens, il y a du soutien. Let's go.
You. Just what are you up to?
Well, if it isn't Lawrence.
Yes, it is. Try not to sound so affronted. And you're just whimsically wandering the monastery grounds again, I suppose?
Oh, naturally. After all, I really do adore the Garrick Mock Monastery.
No, I think not. That impish look on your face does not suggest innocence. You are up to something.
Lawrence, control yourself. Let's not start throwing around baseless accusations. It's not. This monastery is packed with 1,000 years of history. Well, 5 years shy of 1,000 if we're going for accuracy. Those pillars, these walls, even the floor, they've all seen more than we can possibly imagine. Our distant ancestors may have walked these very halls. Doesn't that excite you?
Perhaps if this were a discussion about art, but I'm afraid walls and floors are not sufficiently interesting to hold my attention. Nor will they suffice to distract me from what is plainly suspicious about you. House Regan was on the brink of collapse until they suddenly revealed you as their legitimate heir. That was only a year ago. Where were you before then? Are you even a true heir to House Regan?
If I weren't truly of House Regan descent, how do you imagine I acquired my crest?
A crest is insufficient. I am referring to your noble disposition or lack thereof.
Well, that's what I came here to hone, after all. I can only hope that you will assent to instruct me in the art of snobbery, Professor Lawrence.
I do not think you grasp the significance of the responsibility you bear. Do you even know what it means to lead the Leicester Alliance? I take no pleasure in saying this, but much of the chaos in our ranks right now is due to the failings of House Regan's leadership. I intend to set things right, and once I expose you for the fraud you are and reclaim my rightful place, that is precisely what I will do. To be blunt, it would have been better had you never shown your face here.
Sheesh, that guy. He just can't be reasoned with.
Ensuite...
Ignatz, let us take a short break. I will pour tea. Please choose a teapot for us to use.
You want me to pick one?
I don't see any other Ignatz around here, do you? Go on now, we're wasting time. The pots are over here. I will leave the selection to your judgment.
Let's see. How about this?
That's rather plain. Why did you choose that one?
The tea you chose has a very subtle taste, as well as a smooth, light texture. Such an unassuming tea calls for an unassuming pot, and one that complements the tea's color. In addition, the pot I selected has a floral design. Although we can't go for a walk today, we can still bask a little in nature's beauty.
Very interesting. You know, you have an absolutely marvelous aesthetic eye. Precisely what I would expect from the son of a merchant house that has enjoyed the Gloucester's patronage for so many years. After we graduate, when you begin your trade in earnest, I will introduce you to my father.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. But I'm afraid I'm already on the path to becoming a knight.
Ah, right, you are a second son. Still, your eye for beauty is a talent that should not go to waste. Very well. If you are to be a knight, then I shall happily take you into my service.
Well...
What the fuck?
Does that displease you?
Laisse-le tranquille.
Not at all. I just need a little time to think it over.
His eye for the arts is unwavering, but in all other matters he is woefully indecisive.
Ok, Claude et Raphaël.
There we go. Time for a break.
Hey, Raphael, that's quite a load you've got there.
It was my turn to do the shopping again, but I might have overdone it.
Aren't those trips usually for food supplies? Why did you pick up a bunch of spears and gauntlets as well?
I was passing by the smithy, and the old man called me over. He said he was finished preparing the training weapons, so I grabbed them since I was already there.
I see. And those books?
I had just left the smithy when I ran into a merchant I recognized. He said he had some books that he brought for the library.
Right, and that desk?
Oh, this? Can you believe someone threw this away? It only needs a little work and it'll be good as new. Someone around here was just saying that they needed a desk.
Of course. Now, this is just a friendly observation, but I see surprisingly little of the food supplies that we actually need.
Well, I worked up an appetite from carrying all this stuff, so I had a snack on my way back.
Mais non.
I appreciate the thought, but you can't get so carried away with helping out like that. You helped us all right out of dinner. And now that I've seen your struggle, I have no choice but to join in this vicious cycle of charity.
All of this stuff is pretty heavy. Are you sure you can handle it?
You insult me. And no, I can't. I'll only carry the books and offer my support as you handle the rest.
Ok, c'était drôle. Raphaël et Ignat. Let's go.
Yes! Time for food! Hey, Ignatz! Is this seat taken?
Oh, hey, Raphael. I'm done eating, so you can sit here if you like.
Really? But there's still food on your plate.
It's fine. I'm not that hungry. Anyway, I guess I'll be heading off.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ignatz! Want to train with me?
Oh my, that equipment's looking rusty. Let me fetch some oil.
What's the matter? It always looks like that. Come on, we'll take care of it later.
Nope, you have to do it as soon as you notice. There's oil in the warehouse. I'll be right back.
Oh non,
Hey,
c'est l'arc d'évitement.
Hello, Raphael.
Are you busy?
No, that's... Oh, almost forgot. It's time to...
Hey, hold up. Are you seriously gonna keep running away from me?
What? No, I'm not running.
Yes, you are. Every time I try to talk to you, you make up some excuse and run. What's going on? You were a lot friendlier to me when we were kids. You were always so excited to show me all the neat stuff you had whenever I came to visit. We'd play hide and seek with my little sis, draw pictures, and do other fun stuff too. Remember all that?
Things can't be the way they were. It's regrettable, but it's the truth.
Regrettable? What's there to regret?
I mean, you know, what happened to your parents. My parents are the reason your parents died.
What are you talking about? My parents died in an accident while traveling for work.
Maybe so, but they were taking over for mine, because they had other business that day and couldn't go themselves. So, they recommended yours to fill in for them.
Huh. I didn't know that. But what does that have to do with our friendship?
No, but see...
Oh, I see. But we're done talking about this. You gotta stop beating yourself up over it. It was an accident.
He's just putting on a brave face. No one is that forgiving.
Ok. Ignat et Claude.
Claude, why didn't you say anything?
You were praying so fervently, I didn't want to interrupt.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I wasn't praying.
No? What then?
I was just thinking about the goddess.
Were you now? Fascinating. Please, go on.
Sa voix, au
Not
secours.
Let's go somewhere else.
So,
Okay.
you were pondering the existence of the goddess then?
Yes. All right, consider this. The archives here have all kinds of texts about the goddess, right? But when people tell stories of the goddess, it's only myths and legends that glorify her.
They probably hope to rake in more followers by glorifying the goddess as much as possible. That would be why the church tends to quietly shove all of their more questionable records under some secret rug somewhere.
Claude, don't put words in my mouth. That's not what I said. I was just wondering what the goddess looks like. That's the kind of thing I like to think about.
What the goddess looks like? Well, I suppose if she really exists, she probably looks a lot like us. In fact, she probably wouldn't be so different from that old woman working here in the dining hall.
What? Claude, please stop. The goddess I imagine is absolutely beautiful.
How rude of you, Ignatz. I'm sure that old woman was lovely back in her day.
Et ça se termine comme ça. Ah non, j'en voulais plus. Donc ça sera pour une prochaine fois. Allons dans le hall principal. Ah, tac. Il y a des petites choses là-bas.
Hello there.
Il faut que je m'achète aussi un truc de novice.
Oh, Professor, a ghost. I have a favor to ask of you.
Tac. Ah, et aussi je sais que je peux recruter temporairement les gens avec l'aide à la glace. Mais ça je l'autorise pas, sinon ça serait trop facile. Trop facile. Tac.
First that, well, if we're just, and if Cat, can I ask you a favor?
Let's go. Tac.
Did you hear the king spilling? Would you be so kind as to do me a
Accepter.
favor?
Oh, bye.
I simply must thank you, Professor.
Oh non, c'était pas gratuit. Mais non.
Hey, you.
Tac.
Castle,
Hello.
it was by I have a request.
Accepter. Ok. Comment va la team? Non, pas comme ça. Est-ce que je peux voir... Est-ce que je peux voir comment va tout le monde? Comment je vois ça? Comment je vois leur motivation? Peut-être dans les objets. Ah, ici. Ok. Ah, j'en ai deux quand même qui sont pas motivés là. Faudrait les motiver un peu. Tac.
Really?
Professor, even among...
Pourquoi j'ai été ici? Ah. Tac.
Hey, you. Really?
Thanks for your help.
Oh, 10% peluche. Ok. Il faudrait qu'on aille manger pour Raphaël et Ignatz. Toc.
Right. What's going down?
C'est pas lui. Oh non, ils vont me forcer à faire ça? Non. Non. Bon, ok. Ok. On se prépare. Let's go. Dormir à la belle étoile. Ah,
Thank you so much.
c'était
for
sûrement
your
le
help.
jardin. Ouh. Ah, ça utilise pas de points. Ok, ça me va. J'aimerais aider son Altesse à encore à davantage. C'est Didou. Ranger sa chambre. Quoi? Ok. Bon. Tac.
A bit ancient, some but only. Hey, Professor. Fancy meeting you here. I've got a business. I know you're busy. Heck, I won't even charge you for my aid. Let's say it's a killer deal.
Je vais la recruter, mais je la mettrai jamais dans ma team. Hein.
A merchant. Abyss, ancient, some folks, but only the most.
C'est juste pour qu'elle reste. J'ai peur qu'elle s'en aille si jamais je la recrute pas. Du coup, je la mets juste. Je la recrute là et on la mettra pas. On la mettra pas dans la partie. Ok, cool. Cool. Doudoudoudou.
Thanks. That was a big help.
Est-ce que j'ai tout fait? C'est quoi mes quêtes du moment? Je crois que j'ai tout fait. Allons manger un coup. Par ici. Bonjour. Il faut que j'augmente Raphaël et Ignat. Là il y a Raphaël, mais il y a... Non, il y a Ignat, mais il n'y a pas Raphaël. Attendez. Tac. Ah, parfait. Tac.
There's more food than I can eat. Professor, Raphael, you're welcome to have some of mine.
Don't listen to him, Professor. Ignatz gets all dizzy if he doesn't eat enough.
Let's go. Ok. Est-ce que j'ai de quoi pêcher? Je me demande. Oh, vous me permettez? Quelqu'un m'appelle. Je peux patienter 2 secondes. Je reviens.